Oh, what is going on, brothers and sisters? Woo, Have you? So this just happened to me today. I logged in, and all of a sudden, I had a model failure issue because I had an issue in my data source. I dug in, and I found out somehow, unbelievably, I don't know how this happened, but one of my dimensional tables duplicated all the values. I need to clean that out so I get to that, like, unique records inside of my table. Well, how the heck am I going to do it? It's kind of a challenge. It's not necessarily as straightforward as you think. But today I'm going to show you the challenge and how to fix it. All right. I can't wait to get into it. All right, as always, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. You want early access stuff to become a member for as little as $5, $5 a month. You get access to this content early. Okay. So here I was this morning. I woke up. Everything's, the birds are singing. It was the best day ever. Have a great day. And I came in, I got this error message that, like, hey, I've got this problem. And when I went with my dim product category was failing to load in my model. And when I went out to look, I don't know if you could see this here. Let me expand this up. When I went in and look, I saw my product category key, which is supposed to be my primary key. So there's not supposed to be any duplicate values out there. All of a sudden, look at this. One, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. So you can actually see that I'm violating this constraint in this database, and I actually didn't put a constraint on it, so that's why that can happen. So I didn't say this had to be unique, and well, this is the problem when you don't define something as unique, is you can get this duplication. Well, if I go and I'll shrink that back down a bit, I can do a simple distinct query, run this, and I can ensure that I just have those four values. And okay, yeah, that's right. But if they were different, right? Like if I went and looked at this value up here again, and I said, okay, I could somehow differentiate. I could say where, I could delete records out if I could uniquely identify these records. But in this case, I can't uniquely identify the records. So what the heck am I going to do? I have to get down to just like one record for bikes. I can't have two. One record for components, one record for clothing, one record for accessories. Um, I can query that with my distinct, right? There's no difference. I do get the proper four records back, and these are the ones I want. Well, because I can't delete it, I need to like store that data someplace, right? So that I can go in and just purge all the data out of the table. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my into statement right here. I'm going to use my select distinct statement here, right, to actually go in. Oh, there we go. Select distinct into dim product category new. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll create a new table with the records that I want to be in there and none of the duplications I don't. So I've got that in place. I'm going to hit run. Good. That loaded. I'm then going to just make sure that information is right. Yep. Okay. I've got all these items inside of my table. I am good to go from there. Now, what I need to do is I need to now go in and clean out my dim product category so I just get down to my basic records, right? So I don't have anything in there. So I'm going to run the delete statement that just deletes everything out of that table. Okay, so I'm going to say run this delete statement. It's going to say 8 rows are affected here, right? So it's done. If I go back up and I run my product category query, I'm going to see there's nothing in there. So I've successfully purged it out. Okay, that's good. Now I need to repopulate my dim product category table with what was in my new table. So I'm going to use the insert into dim product category. I'm going to use a select statement for what I'm going to import into it. So it's insert into and then dim product category and then select star from dim product category new. All right, so I'm going to go in, I'm going to run it. I'm going to see that 4 rows were executed. I'm going to then go back up to my dim product category table. I'm going to hit run, and boom, I am down to my 4 values as I was expecting inside this table. So now I can go ahead and refresh my model, ensure that that loads appropriately because I don't have this duplication in place, and I'll be all good. Now, I want to be I want to be mindful. I don't want to like keep legacy or like cleanup crap like this out in my database. So I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna delete this and or drop this table. Now, I always like to put the drop if it exists so that I can run it again, run it. I don't know. I'm all about having my all my tables, my queries like runnable over and over again, but I should be able to go back up and now verify that I get an error because that new table that I created doesn't exist anymore. Okay. All right. Have you encountered this type of challenge before? I mean, this is actually unfortunately common, right? That you have to run through and do this stuff. This is also a great basic test of like common functionalities inside SQL, right? We use the select statement, we use the insert statement, we use the drop statement, or we use the delete statement, and we use the drop statement all in one set. So this, if you're looking at getting started in SQL and learning how these things work, this is a great test for you guys. And in fact, you can even recreate this. Not that I would say that you would want to do that by just like reinserting, like recreating that temp table, inserting, duplicate those records back in. You could redo this thing over and over again to get the basics down. I wouldn't necessarily do that in production, but you could test this out with any table. All right. Now, this pattern also works if you're trying to like insert or very specific records or a segment of records, but that's for a different video. You have the best day ever. Peace. All right. And I get it. If you think this is too hard, head over to bakertilly.com/digital. Fill out the little connect form. Myself or one of my colleagues will reach out to you. We'll get you the help that you need on this stuff. Don't worry about it. We can get you out of any jam you're in. But if you think you can do it, and I know you can, check out these 2 videos here to give you a leg up on the challenges that you might be facing. All right.